Good morning, everyone. I'm just out here with little man, kind of doing a daily, morning check of the garden, or gardens, I guess, having my coffee. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of checking things out. It was really rainy all day yesterday and last night, so the plants are really happy with that. We water every day, but sometimes rain can just get things we can't. But everything's looking pretty good. It's been a while since I showed you guys the early girl tomato and the lemon balm. They're probably the most noticeable difference. So let me flip the camera around so you guys can see. So here is the lemon balm. Look how big it's gotten. And we have more over here as well. So we're gonna need to start using some of this stuff. Hey buddy, can you go around and see all the magnolia petals that fall into there? Can you grab those? Thanks, there's a whole bunch. Thanks buddy, over here too, okay? And then our early girl tomato is getting much bigger as well.
Oh, the early girl.
Early girl. So,
How do they bury themselves in the ground?
oh, probably just from the water and stuff hitting them. There's more over here too, okay? By the garlic. Good job. Okay, just go put them in our pile of stuff that we need to throw away. There's some over here in the tomato too. Can you come get the ones out of the tomato?
Look at my tweezers.
Yeah. Good job. It has been a week or so since we planted the kale, and I'm just coming over. It doesn't look like anything's coming up yet. Oh, actually, I take that back. This right here could be some kale. We need to go through and weed all of this out again. It's constant weeding. But if you guys look, so here's one of the peas starting to have a little vine that's coming up that will pretty soon grab onto the trellis. This one has it too. And if you look at the spinach, it's starting to have more than just the long little spindly leaves. It's actually getting some spinach leaves on it. And the radishes have gone crazy. Very exciting. And the beets are getting way taller. See, beet right there and right there. And these strawberries are doing really good. But when we first planted these, they were real low to the ground and pretty dark. These strawberries used to be on the ground right here, and they were actually further up. They were right here, and they have been there since before we bought the house years and years ago. and they kind of just always came back. We didn't really do a whole lot. They never really bore a whole bunch of fruit. And so this year we decided to move them, clear that whole space out and plant new raspberries there, and move these guys up here in the hopes that they would maybe do a little better. And they're doing really good. They haven't flowered yet like the other strawberries, but they're much taller and their leaves are a way brighter green. So that is all very promising. It's starting to rain again though, so I'm probably going to go inside. Before I did though, I wanted to show you guys. So, you know, our yard kind of has a progression. First thing, early spring, the daffodils all bloom, which I love. And then once the daffodils go away, the tulips all bloom. And the tulips are starting to go away. But look what I found. We have another little like flower area that has lilies and iris, bishop's weed, and all of our hostas and our fern. It also has one of our lilac trees and my absolute favorite Japanese maple tree we have in our yard. The iris has blooms on it. It's going to have flowers soon. So that's the only one in here that has anything on it. And I don't see anything over on the ones in the garden yet. But she does get quite a bit of sun. Let's go over here. See our fern and two of our hostas. And look, more lemon balm. There's another hosta. Another one with all the bishop's weed. Yeah, see, none of these lilies have anything on them yet other than magnolia leaves, and those irises don't have anything either, nor do those. So she's the only one over here. Let's go look at the garden area over here. Nope, so none of those have any either. And oh, there's one. Two actually. Right there. See, with my poor little wilting tulip. And there's another one. And the chives are starting to open. And none of my peonies that are back here have started to do anything quite yet, but the peonies on the front of the house are starting to do something, so. Okay. And nothing, so there's an iris right there among all of the lilies. There's nothing on any of those yet. And these irises down here don't have anything either. More lilies. So, but we did move Noah's potatoes over here, so hopefully they will do good over here. Oh, I lied. I'm clearly not going inside. It didn't rain as much as I thought. But this tree at the back of the yard behind the trampoline, she's kind of had some issues. This back part of our yard right here is definitely one that's been a little bit more neglected. We have some trees back here that need to be removed, and so we've kind of been waiting for that before we do a whole lot. We want to turn this whole area into another garden space at some point though, and plant blackberries and raspberries and corn possibly. But anyway, this poor tree, she's kind of had a rough go the last 2 years, and we weren't 100% sure she was going to get leaves this year. She didn't really look like it. And the leaves she has right now don't look the healthiest that they ever have, but she does have them, which makes me very happy. And they get the most beautiful bright pink color to them. So I'm happy that her leaves came through. But I'm gonna go inside now and do schoolwork with the kids. We're almost done with the school year, so that's exciting. I always get excited at the end of a school year because it means I can start pulling out all the fun new stuff for next year. And I'm really excited about next year's curriculum, which I'll show you guys at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an early morning view of the garden, which is my favorite time to be out here because all the birds are out here and you can hear all the babies. At some point, I want to try to get close enough to one of the bird's nests that you guys can hear the babies. I'll see if I can get over to this one. I'm gonna have to listen real good. So hold on. So I'm just standing outside under the protection of the big maple tree in the backyard because I absolutely love the sound of the rain hitting all the trees. Do in a storm. We sit outside on the patio and watch it. I laid in the rain and it felt so peaceful. I recommend it.
That was a good one.
So it's been raining pretty solid, but I wanted to come out and give you guys a plant update. Look, we have blossoms on our early girl tomato. So that's a really good sign. And look how much taller she's getting. She's coming up to this rail now. We do have some evidence that something's chomping on that leaf, so we're gonna have to pay attention to that. But everything's doing good. We have our jalapeno, she's getting taller, and we have some mint that has jumped ship and made its way outside the planter box. The cherry tomato is doing good as well. She's getting up here. And our aroma has definitely gotten bigger. And it is very much time to cut down the mint. It is very tall now, so we need to start using it. Rosemary's doing really good too. And our beautiful tree is still covered in lovely blossoms. I don't know if you guys can hear me over the birds. They're having quite a conversation, but this mint has gone crazy as well. And if you look, we somehow missed this whole group of lemon balm that's kind of hiding out under the lilies over here. And this lemon balm is so much taller now too. So this weekend we're gonna have to come out and cut some of that down. The spaghetti squash is doing good. These bottom leaves, it's okay for them to be doing this. They're gonna start dying off, which is fine. But slow and steady wins the race with those guys. And the lilies are getting taller. And we have some more blooms on these irises. And the roses have gotten taller. Everything seems very heavy right now because of the rain. The tree is all the way down touching the roses. And these lilies are doing really good. Need to come out and deadhead some of the petunias. And look, she's getting some color on her now. So let's make our way over to the kids' garden. My poor creeping flock has just been battered by the rain for days and days and days. So we'll see how well she bounces back. More petunias. And these guys are coming up too. So there's that one. And those two. Gonna have to go out to the front yard and check on my poor peonies because they don't love the rain so much. I'm sad to report, guys, I think we've lost another batch of cucumbers. I don't know if they're gonna make it. Gonna have to see if the sun this weekend helps them. If not, I think we've lost another batch. Cucumbers are just not liking this weather. My son is going to be very disappointed. But over there, I can see the zucchini. She's happy. And look, our beans have started to sprout up. There's 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one right there behind the weed. Oh, and a 5th one right there in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see it. And our radishes look excellent. And we've got carrots coming up all over the place. So that's good. Again, lots and lots of weeds that we need to come pull out. Nothing looks new over here with the potato. And none of these irises or lilies have anything on them yet. Here's kind of just a little overview of this side of the garden. Some more carrots and some more weeds. Let's check on this stuff over here. So lettuce is doing really good. She's looking happy. And nothing's coming up yet in this container, which is where we planted the parsley. So other than some cute little clovers. This is an old garden pail that used to be my great-grandmother's. So it's been in the family for a long time. So I think all in all, everything looks pretty good. It's starting to rain again, so gonna have to leave some of the weeding for another day. And I'm very sad about our poor cucumbers. I just don't think they're gonna make it. As you can see, the last couple days of rain and wind have knocked all the things out of the trees again. It's still pretty windy and cold, but I just had to document that for like the first time in a week and a half, the sky is blue. And we are supposed to have sun today, which is exciting because it's my son's birthday. Hey Emma, what are you doing? Waiting.
My radishes are getting really tall. But look at these leaves.
Yep.
They're like the size of spinach.
And what's growing right there in front of them?
My beans! Huge! They're my beans.
London, what are you doing? So happy to be outside, checking on all the things. For the most part, everything did okay with that amount of rain. The cucumbers did not make it, so we're going to dig them up and replant them in pots. We're thinking that part of their problem is that there's just not enough drainage where they are. But after almost 2 weeks of constant rain, everything is super green, but the weeds are also really tall. So we have lots of weeding to do. We need to get some more suet out for the birds. Ignore my extremely dirty window on our schoolroom. But yeah, so we're just kind of checking out all the things. We're also going to harvest quite a bit of our mint and our lemon balm. We're going to take some of the lemon balm and use it to make some bug spray, as well as for some tea. And then I'm taking both our sweet mint and our peppermint, and I'm going to be drying them to use in tea as well as in the goat milk soap that I'm going to be making. So we're going to cut a bunch of that down and hang it up to dry. So I'm just chatting with the girls about all the things that are coming up in the garden. And Jillian, what are you most excited about?
I'm excited for all the vegetables and mostly the potatoes because we can make our own homemade potato soup.
What do you think has had the most progress?
The lettuce and the radishes.
Yep.
They're very tall.
Yep. Miss Ema, are you excited to see that your beans sprouted?
I'm excited to see my beans sprouted, and I'm also excited for my jalapeno.
Mm-hmm. It's getting much bigger, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you want the beets too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what is Emma's favorite thing?
Pickled beets.
And
Beet burgers.
yes, my mother-in-law makes beet burgers, so they are delicious, and Emma loves them. And Miss Emma would like to say hi to a special someone.
Sadie, I would just like to say that you are one cool bean, and I am very honored.
So we went and picked up some more plants today. We finally got Jillian's basil for her to put in her pot. And we got a pumpkin. So excited about the pumpkin. And a butternut squash. And an acorn squash that we're going to plant over all of these. They're going to go over next to the kids' garden. And then we got some more creeping thyme. We got some more cucumbers. See how they go. And then we got some really pretty flowers. We got some violas. And a geranium. It's red. And then a really pretty kind of corally pink geranium as well. So we're gonna get these guys planted. Kids' garden is here. And then if you go this way around the patio, we used to have a greenhouse right here that just didn't really work the way that we wanted it to. You can still see like this was the little path down the center of the greenhouse. So we bought a bunch of soil and we're going to kind of fill this area in and plant the pumpkins and the squash over here. So we're gonna get ready and dig all this up.
It makes so funny noise.
Yep, show me which ones.
Garden soil.
Good job.
Can I hit it? Can I do the last hit? On 1822.
Jillian, what did you just plant?
The butternut,
Planting over there?
the acorn squash, and then right here in this little pot is our pumpkin,
Yeah.
which we're gonna plant here. So we might have pumpkins to carve this year from our own backyard.
That would be cool, huh?
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to plant my basil.
Yeah, you're gonna plant that in your pot, huh?
I will go get it. Sadly, my pot was ruined because the paint came off, so.
It still looks really cute.
The only paint that hasn't come off is the green acrylic, but this is watercolor paint, and I did not know that when I painted it. So when it got wet.
Can you smell it? It smells like your basil.
And we have sweet basil.
Hi. There's dirt. I can't see you guys. There's dirt underneath my finger and I have no worms. And I'm weeding. Like, this rarely happens. I just play in the garden to get worms. Like, that's it.
Planted the new cucumber in the pot. So we're gonna put it in the same spot. We're just not actually gonna put it in the ground. So we're putting it in the pot. And we went ahead and planted some more beets because now that they're starting to come up, we realized that not very many of them actually sprouted. And Jillian noticed today, look you guys, she has radishes. There's one, and one's right here. And we have potatoes. 1, 2, 3. That's super exciting.